Hey everyone, welcome back to day 12 of 100 days of Solidity series. So in this video, we will learn about error statements in Solidity. Okay. So in the same way we saw about require statements, there are a couple of more statements which we can use to revert a transaction. Okay. So let's see one by one. So the first one being assert statement. Okay. If you have done testing in web development, you will know better. If not, we will learn now. Okay. So it's not a big deal. We'll just have to specify a condition. Okay. So what this basically specifies is A must be less than 10. Okay. If A is greater than 10, the transaction will be reverted. And if A is less than 10, the statements which are after this assert statement will be executed. Okay. So let's deploy and see how it actually works. Let's deploy it and we will call it with 11. Okay. So if we call it with 11, as you can see, the transaction got reverted, and let's say pass 9 for now and call it. As you can see, the transaction successfully done. Okay. So if we pass, let's say 1 itself, the transaction got executed. Okay. So this is how assert statement works, and you can pass as many conditions using logical AND operators. Okay, which we saw in one of our earlier videos. Okay. So this is about assert, and now the second statement which we are about to learn is revert statement. Okay. So let's use an if condition to perform same checking. Let's say if A is less than 10, what we will do is we will revert was saying that A is not less than 10. Okay. So what we are doing is if A is less than 10, we are reverting it. Okay. Actually, it should be A is greater than 10. Okay. So what we are doing is if A is greater than 10, we will revert with a message A is not less than 10. And if A is less than 10, it will execute the statements afterwards. Okay. And one more thing is this parameter which we passed here to the revert function is an optional parameter. Okay. So let's save and deploy it. Let's delete this. Let's deploy. Let's clear our terminal. Yeah. So let's call day with 11. Okay. If we call with 11, as you can see, the transaction got reverted with a message A is not less than 10. Okay. Because we have passed 11. And if we pass, let's say 9 up right here, clearing the terminal. Day 12, as you can see, the transaction successfully got executed. Okay. So this is how you can perform reverse statements in Solidity. And there is one more variation to this which we can use. Let's see how it does. And what we can do is we can perform our own custom errors. Okay. Let's say error. We define an error right here like this. Let's say error name is A not 10. Okay. So let's call it, let's say, we don't need any parameters. Let's save it like this. And we will call this function up right here like this. Okay. So this is how you can define your own custom error. Okay. First, the error actually a keyword and followed by a error name. Okay. So what we are doing is we are doing the same thing, but we are using a custom error. Okay. You can pass any parameters you want inside this, which you'll have to pass here. Okay. So let's deploy and see what it actually does. Okay. So let's deploy. We will clear our terminal, open it, let's say 11 and call it. As you can see, the transaction got reverted. Okay. The error name is A not 10. Okay. If you have passed any parameter, let's say event A itself, like here, event A, and if you pass A like this and save it, as you can see now there are no parameters. If we redeploy it, we will see the parameters. Okay. So let's pass 11, actually 111. As you can see, the parameter with the parameter value we got up right here, and the transaction is also reverted up right here, revert. Okay. And if you pass a less number, let's say 1 itself, the transaction will be executed successfully. Okay. So these are the two statements which we have learned today about errors in Solidity. I hope you guys got to know about it. Thank you all for watching. Take care. Bye bye.